Hey, how we doing? Welcome back to Bayona's RC World. Well, today is a Thursday here on the island of Guam. Probably a Wednesday where you're at. Well, unfortunately, we can't go flying today. And at the same time, the weather here on the island has been not all that great for the past few days, actually week. So I'm waiting for materials for my Carl Goldberg Extra 300, and being all the way over here in the Pacific Island of Guam, we don't actually have a hobby store that carries the materials that we need for flying. Being the fact that, really, if you think about it, well, you guys don't know, but I'm just gonna let you know that I think I'm really the only one on this island who is still building and flying today, coming from back in the 80s. I'm pretty much the only one, really. So if you see nothing but flight videos coming out from this island, more than likely it's just me, especially if it's helicopters or airplanes. But we did used to have a big following back in the day on our AMA chartered club. We fell under District 10, the AMA stuff, so it's just life moves on. Other people grew out of the hobby or had other things to do that's more important. Just things, life takes over, and it is what it is. But with me, if I am not doing anything with these hands as far as building, tinkering and stuff like that, I think I'll go crazy. If I'm not doing RC right now, I would be doing something around the house, building something, painting or something, just doing something. I just can't sit and not do anything. I will go crazy. To tell you the truth. But yeah, really not an exciting video for today. But I just wanted to post something, just being real and not, sugarcoating anything and making it look like it's a fantasy world or anything. And this is just real life. I'm just a little old person all the way in the Pacific Island of Guam, just enjoying my hobby, enjoying the hobby that I have grown up with. And that's pretty much about it, really. So with this build here, I finally got this plane. When I was younger, I always wanted this plane. I just couldn't afford it. Back in the 80s, 90s, I was still going to school, so couldn't cut so much grass, to get the or save your allowance to get it. It was just a far reach as far as price was concerned, at the time. But after a few decades, I finally get the plane. So it's right here. So this is my first time owning and building this kit. So I have never flown a Carl Goldberg Extra 300. I know a lot of you have, and you're gonna let me know on the comments how it flies and bad tendencies and all this other stuff. The engine I'm gonna put on here will be a Sato FG21, which is a technically it's about 21cc gas engine, 20cc, 4-stroke, and that's what I'm going to put on here. Other than that, high-tech servos, controlled by my DX9 Black Edition, and then the color scheme. which is blue and yellow. But as far as how I do the pattern, I'm still kind of like sketching it out. As you can see the pencil lines here. I don't know if you can see it. See the pencil line going across, kind of tailored down. Almost kind of mimicking that scheme, but with yellow and blue. We'll see how it works out. But I will do a kind of like a how I do the plastic canopies. I keep saying canopies. How I do the plastic cowls that come with these kits. Most of the kits, like Carl Goldberg, Great Plains, SIG, Midwest back in the day. These kits, basically, Top Flight was another one. They all come with the ABS plastic. And to tell you the truth, some manufacturers have different quality as far as the ABS plastic. Some feel like they're very pliable, flexible. Others feel so brittle, like if you were just to do that, it'll crack, you know. And sometimes they do. Don't get me wrong, sometimes they do. But I do not knock it. And I've been using these included cowls and wool pants that come with these kits since the 80s, and really never had major issues with it. And the main reason why everybody tends to crank their cowls is because they tend to over tighten the screws, and they kind of squeeze it, you know, sandwich the plastic, and then the O-ring or the washer that's around that screw will kind of embed into the plastic and cause stress cracks, and then all of a sudden you got a crack right here and the screw mounts. So, you know, just don't over tighten that. But other than that, I mean, you can put 1 ounce fiberglass, you know, in the inside, if you're that worried, to tell you the truth, and it'll be okay. Or you can just go and get yourself fiberglass, you know, cowl, wool pant and stuff, and call it done. But even fiberglass cracks. Yes, a little bit more sturdy, but it does crack. So here I'm gonna show, not in today's video, but when I do start to get this plane done. Once I get to the cowl side, I'll show you how I do the all the seams, you know, seal them up and everything like that. How I prep this, sandpaper and, you know, sanding it down and everything, and then primer in it and putting the first layer of paint, and then all the way to the finishing. So I will show you how I do that. Also with the wool pants, because most of the time the wool pants that come with these kits are 2-part, and some of the cowls are 3-part, 2-part, you know, so you gotta mend them together, and it has seams and overlaps and stuff like that. So, you know, this right here, you would use see the seam right there, and it's kind of offset, you know, they're not really, doesn't meet up well and stuff, but automotive lightweight body filler will take care of this, no problem at all. And as a matter of fact, the way you see that right there, all the wool pants pretty much that's on my planes were the same, but you don't see the seam in them. But you know, once I get cracking again with the extra 300, and I know a lot of people are waiting to see this one. Yeah, I'm excited myself, and I can't wait to get this thing in the air. It's been a long-awaited aircraft for me, because I tell you, they got more aircrafts that I actually want to build. And the one that I really want right now is the Top Flight Stinson Reliant, you know, SR9. I want that kit. I want to build that kit. Do I have the room in here to build the kit? Probably not. Just one half of the wing panel is what, 50 inches. So that's about from the wall there to about right here in my table. What kind of broken showcase, top glass cracked. But yeah, Stinson Reliant. I really want that kit. There's one on eBay right now. I'm thinking on making that purchase. I'm not too sure yet. I really want it, but the price is also pretty up there too. So is it worth it? In my eyes, yes it is. And some people will be like, oh hell no. But was this plane worth buying? For the price I got it at? Yeah, to me it is. Was this plane worth it? Yeah, it is. So pretty much the planes that I purchased, it's worth it to me. Is it something that you probably would spend money on? Probably not. Probably call me crazy for spending certain X amount of money on each plane, bidding through eBay. But if you really want it, you pay for it. And I wanted it, so I paid for it. Do I regret? No, I don't. I do not regret one bit. Because all five kits that you see right here that I have built, all from back in my day, when these kits were pouring out of the magazines through multiple different companies, from SIG, Midwest, Cargoberg, Great Plains, Global, Royal, Pika, or Pika, I don't even say that. But yeah, there's other balsa kit manufacturers that I have built, I've owned some of their planes, but they're not. Sorry about that. Well, you know, the wife called, so got interrupted there. But yeah. So other than that, you know, I'm just gonna pretty much call it done. Call this video done for the day. Really nothing exciting, you know. But I'm gonna keep my channel true to my channel name, which is Bayonna's RC World. So this is basically what I do on a day-to-day basis. I wake up in the morning and I do what I gotta do, since the kids are still here at home due to the pandemic and stuff. You know, I take care of that. You know, I take care of my kids, you know, because I love them to death. And then I move on and I come out here and I do what I do. You know, do I do it all day long? Depends. If I am building, I can stay here and build until the next day. So, you know, I could pull an all-nighter. You know, I could sit here and build 3 days straight. You know, I got nothing else to do. That's why it's my RC world. Because I wake up to RC, I sleep, you know, thinking of what I'm gonna do with RC. If you think about it, you know. So, you know, and that's basically what I do. So, nothing but RC. And those who know me know that I've been doing this for a long time. Those who don't know me and you're stateside and everything, you know, I've been I look young, right? I look young, but yeah, I'm up there. Maybe not as old as you. I know some of you out there who are hardcore, diehard RCers, especially in the aircraft world, or old fogies. You know, you guys are awesome, man. You know, you guys who I looked up to when I was younger. You know, all the older guys in the hobby. You know, that's where I learned from. I learned from all the old guys, and so we got some older guys today still doing this in their 70s, 80s. You know what? Awesome. You know, because one day, I will be in your shoes. Hopefully, as long as I keep my internals good. You know, keep myself healthy. You know, but you know, things happen. You know, and we just live with it. But yeah. I learned this hobby through one person who started me off in this hobby, and a little tribute to him is I'm still doing it today. Del Willerby, Captain Willerby. He is the owner back in the 90s of Willerby Hobbies here on the island of Guam, which was right beside my house. I worked for him for pretty much the time, maybe after 6 months of him opening, or a year after he opened his shop. I worked for him until we closed the shop. So I worked at a hobby shop. Was it by choice? No, it wasn't. It was by force. You know, I didn't choose to work there. I was a young punk, in other words, and so I had to get kind of schooled somehow to become a better person. And so working for the old man was my way, or my parents' way, of getting me off from whatever I was doing at the time. And so Del Willerby, he took me under his wing. He taught me how to sweep and mop, organize his shop, and I hated it. But later on, continue working with him. We built trust, and then he started teaching me how to build my first slope soaring airplane, or glider, if you want to say. And it was a SIG riser. My first plane, my first glider, a SIG riser. And you old fogies here know what I'm talking about. It was an awesome plane. I messed up a lot, but you know what? It flew. My covering job sucked, but you know what? It flew. I learned, and I got better from there. Del Willerby taught me, you know what? If you don't know who Del Willerby is, you go on YouTube, or not YouTube, but Google, and type in Captain Del Willerby. And you're gonna see that he is a AMA Hall of Famer. All right, he is the founder and the godfather of slope soaring, the competition side, and all other stuff. Did not know this that time when I was that young. It was later on in life, you know, and we became very close. Even after we closed the shop, we still kept in touch. And he worked here in the island of Guam with the Guam Tribune, and I was going to school at the time of ROTC program and everything, and he was a reporter for the Guam Tribune, and he also came and he reported on our competitions and stuff, and I got a lot of articles and stuff written by him, Del Willerby. But if it wasn't for him, all the early Sunday mornings, loading up his Toyota truck, going to our local field at the time, and teaching me how to fly, it a time in my life that I wish I could go back to. I enjoyed it. It basically what kicked me off with this hobby, and he started me in this hobby and started me in the right direction. And I thank Del Willoughby for that. So it's been a long journey, and you know, I can't thank him enough. May he rest his soul. You know, so yeah, just Google his name, Del Willoughby, Captain Del Willoughby. He had a shop in the States, and then he moved to the island, and he started a shop here also. So check him out, and you see, that is the old man who taught me what I know today. And eventually, you know, I grew and I added to my toolkit from since then to today. So, you know, I just build on my my skills and stuff like that. But if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to do these things. But anyways, just, you know, going off topic there. I just had to throw that in. But anyways, yeah. So, you know, I'm not a great talker, and I'm new to YouTube. I'm not here to make it a living or anything like that, or trying to get rich or anything. It's not gonna happen. You know, I'm just posting and just producing content that I want to be able to see myself when I get older, or maybe when I pass on my kids, and hopefully YouTube is still there. My kids have something to kind of go back into and watch their dad, you know, just, you know, be stupid or silly or do some cool stuff, you know, and things like that. But, you know, and even if that's too far-fetched, you know, that's just the way my mindset is right now. That's where I am, just having fun, doing what I do. You know, I'm gonna get criticized no matter how you look at it, because you will get criticized too, no matter what you do, and that's just life. So, you know, you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. You know what? It don't hurt me none, because, you know, I'm thick-skinned. I can take it. I'm here just for the love of the hobby and what I've been doing since I was a young child, and just would love to share it with you. And I hope that you enjoy it as well, even in times like this. Boring video, no flight, no build, no, you know, no tips or tricks or anything. It's just me talking, and this is the first and probably the last, maybe, we don't know. But I'm not a good talker, you know. I'm still learning how to do this, and, you know, you can judge me how you want, but I will take constructive criticism, that's for sure. So I have my YouTube channel since 2011, and only since past 2 weeks now, I have been really actively engaged with my YouTube channel. But since 2011, I haven't really done nothing. It was just there, and I used YouTube at the time just to post my videos, just someplace where I can post my videos so I can go back and look or share it with people. You know, that's pretty much about it. Because back in the day, I used to just record it on my DV8 or little cassette recorder type stuff, and then transfer it to DVD, a DVD disc, and watch it. And that's what I used to do. But when YouTube came on, it became easier just to upload it there and be able to share it with people. And so 2011, I opened up my YouTube channel, and it just sat. That's a place where I put my videos. That's about it. But I'm hoping to just utilize my YouTube channel just a little bit more, and have it where you can just basically, I can continue doing what I do, but just make it a little bit more entertaining and exciting for y'all. So that's pretty much about it. But you know what? I'm gonna cut the video here because it's getting kind of long and probably boring. if you're still with me right now, awesome. You know what? Thank you very much. But if you left maybe like 5 seconds ago when I first started the whole video, well, at least, you know, thank you for giving it a chance. Alright, well, I'm gonna close it up from here, and I'll see you on my next video. Shishi!